Just 2 seconds further back in third. Just 1 second behind him is Quinn. With brake problems resolved, Gill is looking to improve on stage 11 when suddenly it all goes badly wrong for the Indian.
Into 5 minus right, slippy over crest, brake into 3 plus left. Oh, what happened there? Hey, can go forward.
The MRF Mitsubishi makes it to the end of the stage, but goes no further.
Keep going.
I think we were doing about 140, 50 kilometers an hour, and there was just about 70 meters to left-hander where his note came in quite late, so there was no stopping the car for the left-hander. And I tried to save the car by cutting in a left in that left corner, but to my surprise, there was a hidden concrete block inside, so that ripped the wheel off. And well, this is what it is.
Through the field, there are some good battles going on. Wildcard entrant Alain Delstein in a Mitsubishi is 7th, and 8th place Guizhou is just 25 seconds behind. Driving a factory Renault Clio R3, Guizhou is a French tarmac champion and is proving he's got talent too on loose surfaces.
Very nice car with a nice noise, I think so. And it's a good car, really good car. In French, I drove with it on tarmac last year, this year, and I know it on gravel too because I did 3 years with Clio R3 on gravel.
New Zealander Brian Green is comfortably in 9th. 36 seconds in front of Babu in his Hankook Mitsubishi. With their teammate out of the event, Chinese drivers Fan Fan and Hao Yuan are pushing on in their Mitsubishis, determined to make it through to the finish. Former APRC champion Karamjit Singh has entered Rally New Caledonia to continue his quest for the two-wheel drive cup. The Malaysian is well used to the rough conditions here, but in a 1.6 litre Proton Satria, it's a real challenge to navigate through the rocks and hazards.
The stages are quite rough for this small car, actually. Quite, taking a beating.
Yes.
So I think now we'll slow it down a bit. Yeah.
Fellow Malaysian Guna Raju in a similar Satria is on track for another class win, despite a bent shock absorber. After the break, the rough New Caledonian roads claim more competitors. It's proving a tough day for McRae as he continues to slip down the leaderboard to 6th by day's end. Given the state of the engine, it's a wonder the Proton can continue. But by keeping on filling it with water and only driving at 80%, the Scot is able to get it back to service where the crew can carry out major work.
Yeah, it's been a difficult day. It started off very well. I was quickest in the first stage and into the lead, but then had a drive shaft go, and then the overheating problem that we've had occurred again, which is not good. So sort of nursed it through now, and the guys are working on it. Can they do anything about it? They can do a bit. I mean, I don't think we'll be able to go, flat out tomorrow, but hopefully we can push hard enough that if anybody has a problem, we're there to pick up the points.
Arxa continues to set top times in the final afternoon stages. Flailing bodywork is testament to just how hard he's pushing. Because of the time he's lost on the first day, he's 5th, 3 minutes off the lead. In the final run through Calmeans, Taguchi breaks a rim, but apart from that has been on the pace in the afternoon. The team replaces the front diff at evening service to fix the understeer problems.
And we found the problem. The front diff is just too stiff for when we off the throttle. So we're now going to change the front diff. So tomorrow will be better.
Sunkar and Quinn have fought over second place all afternoon. Sunkar slowly losing ground to the Australian in the final 3 stages of the day. However, with Quinn only entered in the Pacific Cup, Sunkar stands to pick up good APRC drivers' points if he can just hold his position.
I'm fighting. I'm really fighting. Last year we have an experience here, but it seems it helps. It's quite help a lot. But also it's raining here. Last year was very dusty. We are very happy with the result today, and we keep fighting for tomorrow, definitely.
Quinn has driven an exceptional event so far. The only driver in the top 5 not to have driven in New Caledonia before. The Australian is really raising a few eyebrows, having also led the previous APRC event in Queensland.
Drops 30, need 2 right at the bottom.
It stressed me out this morning because I knew already, after the first stage, geez, we're going to lose all of our bloody bolt-ons because just the mud and the weight of everything. Made a few mistakes this morning, kicked myself for that, but very happy with the way I've driven this afternoon and the way the guys have worked. Made a few mistakes here and there. We're here to learn, and we're learning very fast, and very happy with how we've gone.
After 10 stages, Atkinson holds a 2-minute lead, but by the end of day service, that margin's cut to just 49 seconds after drive shaft problems force the Australian to back off in the rough conditions and ensure he makes it through to service.
We had a good lead come lunchtime. We were 2 minutes up. Unfortunately, we had a small drive shaft problem in the afternoon and gave away about a minute, but luckily we had such a big lead, and with no more problems, then we should be right to the finish.
There's plenty of activity in the late afternoon service park as the teams carry out major repairs. There's a variety of damage, including missing bumpers, bent suspensions, broken wheels, and in McRae's case, a severely overheating engine. So Atkinson's big lead has been slashed with countryman Quinn in hot pursuit. With continuing engine issues, McRae is falling further and further behind. Now 4 minutes and 39 seconds behind his teammate. The following morning, there's drama for Quinn near the end of the first stage of the day, when he clips a rock and rips out the front left suspension.
Need 5 right.
The Australian struggles to the finish, but the damage is terminal. Taguchi too becomes a victim of stage 14, as he and Mark Stacey are reduced to a walking pace.
A little bit heavy landing, so after the jump.
Went over a crest, like a fairly big crest. The big landed a bit nose first, and something in the front has broken, maybe the oil cooler, and all the oil is on the road and on the engine, not inside where it's supposed to be. So no oil pressure, no motor, no go. We park.
So you're going to walk the rest of the rally to get some times in?
Oh yeah, we'll do the other 3 stages. There's no problem. Yeah, we're quite fit. It's okay. Quite fit. Yeah, it's no problem. Yeah, we can do.
Maybe run. We can run.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
With Quinn and Taguchi retired, Aksa is on track for a podium finish. But then on stage 17, his Mitsubishi gearbox breaks and he too retires. The rash of retirements promotes those behind, with the protons of Malaysian Singh and Raju finishing in the top 10. Singh takes over the lead in the 2-wheel drive points, but Raju's just behind. Both Southeast Motor Kumo cars finish in 7th and 8th places. Team owner Fan Fan heading home his younger teammate Hao Yuan.
I'm very happy to finish. It's very important. You see, too many good drivers retired, so I think I'm very lucky until here. Yeah.
The battered Renault of Guizhou makes it through the final stages, while Green moves up from 9th to finish 5th overall in his Mitsubishi. Fourth is a great international result for Delstein, whose middle-of-the-road style pays dividends on New Caledonia's rough roads. In the final day, McRae shows great tenacity in persevering with a failing and overheating engine. That now pays off with 3rd place. Except for yesterday's off, Rifat Sunkar has driven well on this event, picking up extra points for being the fastest driver on the final day and bringing his Mitsubishi across the finish line in 2nd place. Atkinson and his Proton are never threatened on the final stages. The Satria easily handling the rough and putting on a show for the crowd in the final test. Proton wins the 2-wheel drive class with Karanjit Singh and Kiwi co-driver Jason Farmer 9th overall. A soaking in good French champagne near a Pacific Island beach is a great way to celebrate for the top 3 finishers. With the late retirements in front of him, McRae leaps up to 3rd, just reward for his determination and perseverance, while Brian Green has yet another solid finish. In the Drivers' Championship, Atkinson moves 10 points ahead of Gill and McRae, tied for 2nd spot. 4th place Sunkar also leads the Pacific Cup points. Coming up after the break, the fast flowing roads of New Zealand.